Fractured Plains is finally here, and if you've logged in today and you had absolutely no idea where to start, or what even is this, the video is for you. Because there's a quest line you need to complete before any of this opens up, two brand new mechanics that work completely differently from anything else in the game, and the leaderboard system. That means the sooner you get going, the better your end of season rewards are going to be. So in this video I'm going to walk you through the full unlock, every quest, every step, then show you what the content actually looks like once you're in, and break down the two new mechanics, Rift Force and Rift Echo, so you actually understand what you're building towards. Let's not waste any time, season's already running. The Fractured Plains are basically the Ancestral Ruins, with a few additions here and there. The biggest addition is the leaderboard. This is now a seasonal event, which means how high you climb on the leaderboard by the end of the season directly determines what rewards you will walk away with. So there's actually a reason to push as far as you can, not just clear the minimum and stop. The structure is the same idea. You go floor by floor, clear enemies and earn score. But there's also a boss at every 10th floor. There are two brand new mechanics that you need to understand. I'll go into more detail on both of these later in the video, but let me give you the short version now so the rest makes sense. The first one is Rift Force. This is a new defensive stat that reduces the final damage you take. And the keyword is final. It doesn't work like armor or resistance. Your normal defenses calculate first, and then the Rift Force kicks in on top of that as an extra layer of reduction, and you build up through a new upgrade system as you progress through the event. The second one is Rift Echo. Offensive. It's a proc that can trigger when you deal damage and essentially creates a second hit. Think of it as a bonus attack that fires off on top of whatever you're doing. Together, these two stats are basically the new power system for this event, the thing you're investing in and building around for the whole season. And unlike the Ancestral Ruins, where there wasn't much reason to grind, here the deeper you go, the better the score and the leaderboard position. So the better the rewards when the season closes. Alright, so that's the overview. Let's get into how you actually unlock it. To be able to access the quest, you need to have level 100 and to also have unlocked Primal Spark from the Lands of Immortals. The first quest is from Father Fidelis, a tier in time, where you have to find the main entrance to the Rift of Ages. It is located on top of the catacombs, there are a few enemies nearby and you'll find a mage. There's also a cool portal there. After that you have a new quest in 4 parts from Aurelion, where you have to kill 15 Rift Wraiths and get 15 Rift Fragments. The dragon set comes in handy here because it's a secondary quest, so you get double the drop. After that you have to finish the quest in King's Hill, where you get the next part. This is where the Hall of Paradoxes comes in, because you need to find 2 stones there. So if you don't have that unlocked, you can't access the event. You basically have to click the 2 sparkling zones in the map. You also have to kill the Sentinel, which is an easy boss. The next quest will unlock you the new Rift Force I have talked about, and you have to talk to Kael. The new item automatically equips. Here you can see what you need to upgrade, either 100,000 gold or 1000 enderment, and you can upgrade this up until level 100. So basically you will get about 0.5% bonus at every level. You can upgrade this up until level 100, and at level 100 you have 25% final damage reduction and a 100% to get an additional 150% final damage. For all the levels you basically need 100,000 enderment and a lot of fractured rift essence and fractured cores. Continuing with the last part of the quest, you need to jump around between a few maps and kill a few mobs. After finishing this quest, the Fractured Plains will open. For each of the levels in the Fractured Plains you will get a first clear reward of Enderman, Chronos Coins and Rift Essence. You will also gain a few new effects specifically in these dungeons. There are 5 possible effects, you will get them one by one. The first one is poison damage increase. The poison damage is increased by 60%. Energy shockwave, you will stun the enemies each 30 seconds. Slayer surge, you will get a 5% damage bonus for each enemy you kill, up to 20 times. And you also have two negative effects. A slowing vortex. When you hit a monster, there is a 50% chance to create a slowing vortex. And an exploding monster. When a monster dies, there is a 30% chance it will explode. When you enter the first layer, you will recognize probably the map, because they are the same 10 maps from Ancestral Ruins. Every second level the difficulty increases and the mobs level increase by 5. To clear the layer, you have to fill up the new bar you have on the right side by killing monsters. After filling the bar, the layer's boss will appear and you have to defeat it to finish the layer. Here I was a little confused on how to collect the new rewards. You basically need to click back on the layer and click on the button collect rewards. It will automatically collect all the uncollected rewards. When you collect a reward, the best time will be recorded and that time will appear in the leaderboard. Aurelion here sells a few items for the Chronos coins, which are very similar to what you could buy with the victory medal from Ancestral Ruins. At floor 10 and every 10th floor, the new boss Lythira will appear and you have to defeat her. By defeating her, you also complete this quest. One thing to note is that if you die in the dungeon, you can revive, but you will have 30 seconds deducted from the timer. Here you can see the upgrade procedure. And also there's another quest line in which if you follow, you will get the new vanity wings. This is the new vanity wing, you will get it for 3 hours to try it out. You can also get these wings from the leaderboards along with fractured rift essences and fractured cores. I managed to clear up layer 30, which was fairly challenging, and here is my attempt of clearing the 31st layer. Honestly, it feels like the monsters are a little buffed and they have much more HP and resistance. Maybe they tuned up a bit their stats. I was a little unlucky here to have the armor proc mini boss, so I had to ignore it for the time being, which may have costed me this run. Basically you need to clear the whole map to summon the boss, and there's no way around it. I hardly managed to clear the mini bosses, but with 3 minutes remaining it was too little time and the boss really had a lot of health. I was surprised. With a mistake here at the end, the fate of the run was sealed. I have no idea how I died there, but there's no chance I could finish this in 1 minute, so I abandoned it. So for the leaderboard rewards, basically each place from 1 to 20 gets 15,000 rift essence and a scaling amount of fractured cores, but only place 1, 2 and 3 get one of the wings for 28 days. And that's pretty much everything you need to get started in Fractured Plains: the quests, the 2 new mechanics, and what you're actually working towards with the leaderboard. Honestly, for a revamp of the Ancestral Ruins, this is a solid setup. It actually gives you a reason to keep pushing, which the old version never really did. Whether it holds up for the full season we'll have to see, but first impressions are good. If this helped you out, drop a like. It actually helps more people find this video, which means more people won't be completely lost when they log in today. If you've got questions about anything I didn't cover, or you've already found something I missed, drop it in the comments, I will read them. And if you want to see more content about Drakensang, guides, event breakdowns or something a little different I've been working on, Subscribe and you won't miss it. Good luck on the leaderboards and see you in the next one.